Channel memberships are here. If you'd like to sign up and support the channel, go down below in the link description or in the comment section. You'll see the link to sign up to become a member. It's not mandatory. I never make the videos where it's like members only or anything. But if you want to support the channel, sign up. There's a starter pack and there's also a captain pack. The captain pack will give a discount on the future store, site-wide discount that will be coming very soon. So be on the lookout for that. To get some cool badges, some cool emotes. So you like to sign up, you can sign up for that. And also, if you like to shop some of your favorite team apparel, go down below and click that link in the description, the comment section, wherever I have it, and shop on Fanatics and get some of your favorite team sportswear. Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Who is the scariest team in the AFC and the NFC? We're going to start first in the NFC, of course. There's a lot of division leaders and stuff, but the team I look at the most that probably scare you, be like, okay, this team right here is bona fide, of course, is the Lions. The Lions showed it last Sunday. On this past Sunday, just passed the Sunday football. Jared Goff throws 5 interceptions, and it's only a 15-point deficit, which is not nothing too crazy. It's only a 2-score game. 5 interceptions, and your team keep you in the game that long. The defense do a good job of keeping you in the game, keeping it within where your offense can come back, and you still win. Usually when you turn the ball over 5 times, you're not going to win the game too often. Turn the ball over 5 times, and you still win the game. That shows you the depth they have, not only defensively, but as the whole of the team and the culture they have. Coach Campbell's a very good coach. He has constructed amazing organization of the Lions like that by just building up his culture. You know, most times they get coaches like about a year or two and try to cast them away, especially in basketball. They cast the coaches away too fast. But in football, they was doing that a little bit, but Coach Campbell to give them time. First year, build some stuff up. Second year, and you start seeing things by year 3, you start seeing, okay, this can be okay. Then last year, you know, they got to the NFC title game, first time in almost forever. And then this year, they're sitting at 8-1 and the first seed in the NFC, and they're leading the charge like that. So that right there just shows you, like, take time to build culture. Take time to build culture, implement your system in, and Coach Campbell has done that. And this team right here, they can have mistakes. They can make mistakes. They can fight the adversity. They have a lot of games where they wasn't playing their best, but they still find a way to win. When you don't play your best and you got a lot of things to fix, but you still win, that shows you have a great team. So the Lions are the first team that come to mind. Be like, that's a very scary team in the NFC, probably the scariest team in my opinion in the NFC. But of course, some other teams that can be scary too as well. The Vikings, sitting 7-2. Now Sam Darnold has been turning the ball over a little bit too much the past few games, but I think overall he's still doing a good job. 17 touchdowns to just 10 receptions. Doing a good job with the Vikings as well. Packers, of course, you know what they can do as well. Jordan Love, when he's on his game, he's playing good. He turned the ball over too as well. He had a lot of interceptions this year, but still find a way to win games and stuff. Of course, you know Matt LaFleur is a good coach as well. And then you look at, of course, the Cardinals leading the division right now, 6-4. Kyler Murray playing at a good level. Marvin Harrison Jr. playing pretty good as well. You usually don't see, now I know he got a long way to go, long career to go, but you usually don't see a great parent and a great child in sports sometimes. You see it occasionally, the Griffins, you know, Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali, but sometimes you don't really see that too often. Like a great parent and then a great child player as well. You don't see that too often. Usually either or sometimes like that. So you'd be like, okay, but like, can you actually look at it and be like, okay, I think like Kevin Love, his dad was in the NBA, but he wasn't on that level. And you look at Kevin Love, he's a Hall of Famer. You know, so sometimes you see certain things, like, okay, that's true. Like LeBron and Bronny. Now Bronny haven't finished his career yet, haven't started fully yet, but based off what we're seeing right now, you know, I don't think he'll be on the same level as his father. Of course, his father is generational talent, but if he can find a way to get on par with something, that'd be cool too. But I think Marvin Harrison got a bright future. He's very athletic. Like I mentioned, he was probably the best player coming out the draft. Very athletic, very just dangerous. Like they can run all type of routes, play inside, play outside. He's a freak of nature, and you know, having a Hall of Fame father, teaching you all the tricks and stuff as a receiver, it's perfect. So him and Kyler Murray is going crazy out there. And then we look at, of course, the Commanders, 7-3, and then the Eagles 7-2. Both of those teams I'm going to battle it out eventually. I think this week they battle it out like that. So we'll see who's the first seed in the division after this happens, after this pass like that. But Eagles look better ever since A.J. Brown got back. Once Smith got back, Jalen Hurts have minimized the turnovers. Now, sometimes they do have moments where they kind of scare you a little bit. They play a little slow and start a little slow off, but they're still a team I think that has potential to make a push. And then the Commanders, same thing. They have a great offense. Now, they have some moments like the past game. Jaden Daniels had probably his worst game. He was, I think, 50% completion percentage when he's throwing 72, but he was playing the Steelers defense. Steelers defense is very dangerous to play against. You know, the edge rushers, TJ Watt, and all those different guys. They just hound you, keep hounding you and hitting you and stuff. So he had one of his worst games so far of his career, which wasn't really a bad game. You look at the numbers, it's not really too bad in the sense because he was only 1 point away. You know, like one play away. If Zach Ertz got the first down, then you field goal range, pick a field goal, and you win. So it really wasn't like even if you have a bad game, you still can go out there and be like, oh, only one play away, one thing we could have fixed to win the game. But they did have a 10-point lead, so they kind of blew the lead a little bit in that game. So it kind of come back to bite them. But overall, they're still a good team. But the 49ers, even though they're sitting at 5-4, they're still a team that can be scared because when they're full strength. Chris McCaffrey back to 100 scrimmage yards this past game. When they're full strength, unstoppable, very unstoppable. We seen what they did last year. Brock Purdy is very good in his offense, you know. And they missed, of course, Brandon Ayuk because of the injury. We still got Kittle. You still got Deebo Samuel. I don't know what outfit he had on coming to the game though. That looked crazy. I don't know what type of outfit he had, but you have Deebo Samuel still, and you have all these different individuals. So they still have the defense there, and they got their guys back on offense. We'll see if they can build some stuff up. But they're a scary team, and people kind of sleeping on them a little bit because they're not as dominant as it was last year to start the season. Now there's a lot of football still left. They can easily win the rest of these games and go 12, like either go 13-4, 12-5. You never know what can happen like that. So I think the 49ers are a scary team as well. But the scariest team in the NFC is definitely the Lions. The Lions are definitely the most dangerous. Moving on next to the AFC. Of course, the AFC, we have, of course, the team that be mentioned first is the Chiefs. The Chiefs are undefeated, but I don't think they're the scariest team in the AFC, though. Even though they're undefeated, I don't see them as the scariest team because we've seen them almost get exploited. Well, actually, I take it back. They are the scariest team in the AFC. I was going to say something else at first, but they are the scariest team. I'm taking it back. Even though we've seen some, like, them try to get exploited a little bit in a few games, be like, okay, that first game against the Ravens came down to the wire. The Broncos game last week came down to the wire. The Buccaneers game had to win in overtime. Against the Falcons, had to win 2 close ones, came down to the wire. All the different games that were very close. You're like, okay, a lot of times they almost got beat, but they found a way to get it done. That's probably why they're scary, because even when they're not playing their best and they don't let they play their full potential yet offensively, they still find a way to win. We've seen, like the past game, I mentioned on my channel, I did the game picks. If you guys was watching it, I said I picked the Broncos to win. I said Broncos will win this game 19-16. Now the score was 14-16. Broncos lost. But I was like, I said if you keep the Chiefs around too long, they'll find a way to get it done. I said we'd be surprised if they find a way to get it done. But I said I think the Broncos can find a way to hold them off and win the game. The Broncos had a chance to win the game. And you see just the magic happening. When you're a good team, good things just seem to happen all the time. Like, what's the likelihood of the field goal getting blocked? Now I know that whole game, the left side was getting in there, like the two players were getting there. They were getting there, almost blocking it a few times. But it is crazy. It happened right moment, like that. The Broncos going for the win to beat the Chiefs and give them their first loss. Block on field goals. It's crazy. So like the Chiefs just have that natural knack of just being on the winning side. Mahomes can go out there and throw 5 picks probably, and still find a way to win the game. So it's just crazy. Like when you have a team like that, a team that's constructed like that, and not playing their best offensively. They're playing great defensively, but not the best offensively with Mahomes and stuff. But they still find a way to get it done. And it's been all type of different ways. They won through special teams. They won through defense. They won through offense. They won in overtime. All different ways to get it done. So I was gonna say they wasn't the dangerous team in the AFC based off their like production, but overall with the product they produce at the end, which is the win. That's the only thing that matters. I mention it every time. The only thing that matters is winning. They do a good job at doing that. So I would say they probably the most dangerous team, most scariest team in the AFC. Looking at of course, the Ravens, 7-3, Lamar Jackson offense. Him and his offense with Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. They got weapons everywhere. They got very good offense. Offense is dominated, but the defense is what holds them back from putting them at that threshold of being the most scariest team in the AFC, because the defense got to hold up, and the margin of error is very, very slim. Because if Lamar Jackson make a mistake, interception or turnover happen, or the offense make a mistake, they can come back sometimes, but sometimes they might not be able to come back because it's like very difficult. So Lamar got to play Superman. He threw 24 touchdowns all of last year and won MVP. He got 24 touchdowns this year already, and we got like 8-9 games left. 9 games. I think for him, since he didn't have his bye week yet, so I think he got 8 games left. So 8 games left. That's different. That's different level. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how the Ravens kind of sustain that. So playing like that sometimes don't be sustainable in the playoffs because you need the defense to be able to at least get a stop. Sometimes you need some games where like you might not be able to get everything you want on offense, and you need the defense to make a play and get a stop. But the defense have shown it a little bit early on, but the past 4 or 5 games they've been getting thrashed and stuff. Lamar Jackson been playing Superman and going out there and winning the game for them. So we'll see what happens. Against the Broncos, they did a good job. But besides that, they really haven't been playing really too dominant, the defense. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Steelers, of course, is probably a sleeper team. A lot of people not choosing them and picking them as well, but the Steelers defense is definitely big time. Super Bowl caliber defense. They go out there and handle business. You know, all those weapons they have on defense. And offensively, very sneaky. Mike Williams, the game-winning touchdown last week. Yeah, you added Mike Williams to George Pickens, who's a very good player as well. Najee Harris, of course, doing his thing. Jalen Warren, finally healthy, doing his thing as well. Pat Freiermuth. So they have some guys, and Russell Wilson is playing very good. In the fourth quarter, Russell Wilson had a perfect passer rating so far since starting. When they had Justin Fields in the game, the Steelers was averaging like 20 to 21 points per game. Now, and I think like 80 less, 80 less total yards as well. Now you have Russell Wilson added to the starting lineup. The Steelers are averaging 30 points per game. 3-0, 30 points per game, and they have almost 400 yards in total offense every game. So they're doing a very good job. And Russell Wilson is playing very dominant. And then Steelers been rushing for over 140 rushing yards per game as well too. So they're a sleeper team because when you play good defense and you can run the football, and you got a quarterback who's a future Hall of Famer who can make plays and who's been playing pretty good even when you're down. The Steelers down 2 scores against the Commanders. Let it come back and let the charge. Hey, sneaky team, sneaky and scary a little bit. So they might not be labeled as the scariest team right now, but I think in the long run they might be a dark horse pick, a team that be like, hey, you think you can just look past them, find a way to get you done. And same thing as the Bills. The Bills one of those teams as well. The Bills have a lot of weapons. Josh Allen. They're playing phenomenal, and he finally minimized the turnovers, not taking too many chances down the field. That's all I said when they traded away Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. It was a blessing in disguise because he ain't got to force the ball anymore. You got Amari Cooper, a nice route runner, and then you got Ken Coleman, the rookie as well, who's going to build in their system. Kincaid and James Cook, they run the football a lot more too. Defense playing pretty solid, pretty good too as well. So hey, I think Josh Allen, people have been looking over him as well, looking over the Bills this year too, and that's another team that's going to be sneaky, scary as well. Texans, good team too. They should have won that last game against the Lions, of course. A little, they messed up, getting the 5 turnovers and only getting 23 points and losing that game. But overall, they're still a scary team. Yeah, a team you gotta watch out for. So those are probably some of the scariest teams in the AFC, of course. But I think the Chiefs are the scariest in the AFC, like I mentioned, the reason why. And the Lions are the scariest in the NFC. I mentioned the reason why as well. But some teams that wouldn't surprise me to knock them off because you can't overlook them too. So yeah. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel, which will probably be, let's see, I might have a video tomorrow, maybe. I'm gonna have the game picks on Thursday, so gonna look out for that, probably Thursday afternoon. But tomorrow I might have something. Depends, but peace out.